You see a lot of athletes announce retirement and then don't retire because they have so much love. Have you have you had any times like, maybe I was tripping a bit?
Yeah, I do be having those thoughts.
Yeah.
But it's also, too, I want to get myself together.
10, 9, 8, 7, power, 6, 5, power.
I made the decision of training DC because, I haven't been in the coldness in a minute. I haven't even trained in the coldness in a minute. So I feel though this will help me. DC my second home. I've been coming up here since I was 9 years old, even younger. So I'm not really trying to get in his personal business. Probably just showing him that, I could do anything, especially in your backyard. Pride. Some people be made for it, some people don't. It's not gonna win. You better be ready.
Whatever his future holds, fight fans will be watching. And this next one, it's got all the ingredients for something special.
If you gotta pick one.
I'm not gonna. I don't have to pick one.
He doesn't. Ryan doesn't. He gotta pick one.
I said the same thing. I'm not commenting on it.
Okay, why? Do you think it's a circus, or do you respect it as a good fight?
To Tank's credit, I'm interested in the Tank Jake Paul exhibition because I know for a fact that if they do it for real, Tank is capable, although he's small, he's capable of knocking Jake Paul out, just like Jake Paul probably capable of knocking him out because he's so much bigger.
So you believe that?
I believe
no
that.
doubt about it.
Without a question. Without a question. If they fight for real. If they don't, if they say, no, well, we're going to take care of Jake, just want him to go through it and learn more, then he might not knock him out. You understand me? But if they do it for real, Tank is highly capable of...
Sean Porter didn't mince words, dismissing the Jake Paul versus Gervonta Davis matchup as pure nonsense from a boxing standpoint. He emphasized the clear size disparity, noting that Jake Paul walks around at a heavyweight frame, while Gervonta Davis is a natural lightweight who relies on skill, speed, and knockout power against opponents in his division. For Porter, this fight isn't about legacy or history, it's about money. He cautioned that spectacles like this highlight boxing's growing shift towards social media hype and big paydays, rather than the meaningful, career-defining matchups that once defined the sport.
Of course, we know the size differential and the list goes on from there. I don't know, man. I think we're entering a generation now or a phase now where fighters, I don't know if it's fighters. I don't know if he doesn't care about the legacy or if he feels like this fight doesn't matter. I'll get back to the legacy. I just don't know. This is truly it's not a legacy fight, but of course it is
Roy Jones Jr. also criticized the matchup, arguing that even exhibition fights should feel genuine and competitive. He explained that a proper exhibition maintains balance, creating real suspense about who might win. However, with Jake Paul towering over Gervonta Davis, Jones sees no such balance. Only a flashy, one-sided spectacle that lacks true competition or substance.
I'm interested in the Tank Jake Paul exhibition because I know for a fact that if they do it for real, Tank is capable, although he's small, he's capable of knocking Jake Paul out, just like Jake Paul probably capable of knocking him out because he's so much bigger.
So you believe that?
I believe
no
that.
Doubt about it.
Without a question. Without a question. If they fight for real. If they don't, if they say, no, well, we're going to take care of Jake, just want him to go through it and learn more, then he might not knock him out. You understand me? But if they do it for real, Tank is highly capable.
Max Kellerman shared the same sentiment, dismissing the fight as more of a circus built for headlines than a legitimate test of boxing skill. He praised Gervonta Davis as one of the world's top lightweights and acknowledged Jake Paul's brilliance as a marketer, yet insisted the matchup lacks authenticity. According to Kellerman, fans feel compelled to watch out of curiosity and hype, even when they claim they have no interest in it.
I don't have a big one.
He doesn't, Ryan. Doesn't he got a big one?
I said
Though?
the same thing. I'm not commenting on it.
Okay, why? Do you think it's a circus, or do you respect it as a good fight?
Jake Paul is very good at creating events that whatever you want. Well, the reason you get mad is because you're being manipulated.
Oh,
Because you know when the time comes, you're going to have to watch it.
right.
He's like a genius at that. He makes events that you have to watch.
Promoter Eddie Hearn admitted that while his main focus had been on Shakur Stevenson's career, the announcement of Jake Paul versus Gervonta Davis has completely shifted the landscape. He explained that plans for a potential Davis versus Stevenson showdown are now on hold until the crossover fight concludes. For Hearn, the mere fact that such a spectacle can delay legitimate, high-level matchups underscores just how much influence Jake Paul now wields in the boxing world.
If I don't, that may be the end. He's got to work for me as well as Shakur. Maybe I haven't got anything for him. Maybe he hasn't got anything for me. But right now, I know what we agreed with His Excellency, and that's what we'll do for now, and then see where we go.
Yeah, I know you said you wanted to make that Tank fight, so hopefully we can see that in the future, Eddie.
Fighting Jake Paul, isn't he? So he's got. I don't know whether he'll fight. What's the rematch?
Lamont Roach.
I don't know if he'll still fight Lamont Roach. I know he's fighting Jake Paul in November, and then
Terence Crawford completely dismissed the fight, calling it a clear mismatch due to the massive size difference. He explained that a single clean shot from Jake Paul could be too much for Gervonta Davis to withstand, adding that Paul's superior reach and height would make it difficult for Davis to close the distance. According to Crawford, the outcome is too predictable, which is exactly why the fight holds little appeal.
Fight. What's your instant reaction to that?
I don't know what's going to happen with a 135-pounder going up against a 200-pounder. I think it's not a real fight. Jake just too big. Tank ain't gonna be able to get in from that jab. Jake land one good punch.
Keyshawn Davis was direct, saying he doesn't care about the Jake Paul versus Gervonta Davis fight, and believes most fans feel the same. To him, it's nothing more than empty hype generating buzz rather than real boxing. His comments echo the frustration of many fans who are tired of celebrity-driven spectacles and crave genuine, competitive matchups that honor the sport's true spirit.
I don't think anyone cares, man. No one cares. No one cares.
Bridge with my brother, unfixable.
I don't hate your brother. You guys need to fight guys your same size. When you fought Floyd, you are massive. He did hit you with a bomb, and you ate it. He's going to fight Gervonta Davis. Who do you got? Gervonta, I think, hits way harder than Floyd, but he's too small. Your brother's going to be able to get inside on him, put his weight on him, tie him up.
I hear your critique on fighting guys the same size as you. Is that why you guys wouldn't let me fight Conor?
Yeah, you're fucking huge. Conor weighs 145 pounds, 155.
UFC President Dana White also weighed in, telling Logan Paul that his brother Jake should stick to fighting opponents his own size. He pointed out that Jake was already much bigger than Floyd Mayweather when they fought, and made it clear he'd never arrange a Jake Paul versus Conor McGregor matchup for the same reason. The size difference is simply too extreme. Jeff Mayweather agreed, emphasizing that a bout between Jake Paul and Gervonta Davis makes little sense from a boxing standpoint, as the physical gap makes it fundamentally unbalanced.
Extremely bigger than Tank. And I mean, but with it being a exhibition, makes sense. It's fine. He got a big name that he's going to be fighting. But I mean, it really makes no sense because he's gonna be weighing over 200 and some pounds. Tank's gonna probably be weighing maybe at the most 147, 150. So I don't.
Anderson Silva, Nate Diaz.
Jake Paul is a disruptor, and he's done a phenomenal job at that. You get big and famous enough to where they will just hand you the title shot and completely throw out the ranking system.
If Jake Paul was to do that, I think that'd be the greatest sports accomplishment in history. Going from a Disney Channel kid to a YouTuber to be.
Jake is big. Tank has a lot of skill, but I don't think he's the same Tank that we saw the most incredible knockouts. We saw him, I mean, Lamont Roach performed great. They went to draw, and, you know, I just don't know. And Tank walked away. I don't know.
Jake Paul typically walks around at 200 pounds or more, while Gervonta Davis is around 147 to 150 pounds. A massive difference, Jeff Mayweather noted. Still, he admitted that as an exhibition, The matchup makes sense, not for competitiveness, but for the sheer star power both fighters bring. Their names alone guarantee massive attention and